to get your thingy up there. All right. Greetings. I would love for you to meet Kirby Howard, one of the heart healers which is what we call our members of the Heart Healer Ho'oponopono community. Kirby, thanks so much for sharing this time today.
Oh, thank you, Eileen. A pleasure.
All right. So Kirby, would you please share with our viewers just a little bit about who you are and where you're currently living?
I'd be happy to. I am currently retired, living in Port St. Lucie, Florida. I retired from American Airlines after 29 years at hard labor. And I had a variety of jobs there. I was project manager for an IT group, communications, just a lot of different things, and very rich experience. I currently live, as I say, in my dream home in Florida. This is where I wanted to retire. I have my precious toy poodle, Gigi, and I'm very blessed.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. I love that you've had such a rich career for sure, and that you made conscious choices about where you wanted to experience your retirement. Thank you for sharing that. So as a member of the Heart Healers Ho'oponopono community, what was your initial reason for choosing to join us?
I love to tell this. This is a good story. Okay, it's not a story. So after I retired and life sort of settled in, and I began to do choices that I didn't have open to me before because of time constraints, etc. And so I really chose to concentrate, if you will, on my spiritual life. And so I had asked for a vehicle, more opportunities to develop and nurture that side of me, that part of me. And so one day, lo and behold, into my inbox popped an email from Eileen advising about the new moon clearing call and inviting me to join. And I went, I've asked. Now it's up to me to choose to take the rope that's been thrown to me. This looks good. So I did. And Eileen, from the first stroke out of it, was welcoming, warm, made me feel part of things immediately. I was so impressed with the fact that Eileen, who is the mover and shaker of this group, is such a gentle, caring, nurturing teacher who is not afraid to give you lots of love individually and as a community. So that's how I began. And I've not regretted it for one moment. I thank God every day that I did get that email, and that for Eileen and her wonderful teachings.
Thank you so much. So what was it that made you decide to join the Heart Healers Ho'oponopono community specifically?
We have it. I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry about it. You know, having life, your dog there and
life moves on, right?
All good. Absolutely.
Okay. I'm so sorry. Well, I guess I just wanted the full experience sort of it. And I wanted to be more into as much of it as I could immerse myself in, I guess is the best way I know how to say it. I just felt this was right for me. It was just exactly what I was looking for. And that also, I also felt I could make a contribution, because I am a big believer in that. And that has been sort of my driving force, is that I read somewhere, I want to live my life so that I can be a source of gratitude for others. And so even though I joined selfishly because I wanted my spiritual life enriched, that has certainly happened. And I have had an opportunity, I believe, to contribute. And I want to do more of that. And I find that so fulfilling.
And you certainly have been a huge contributor to supporting everyone in the community for sure. Thank you so much for sharing that. Your words have really touched my heart for sure. And for our listeners, I think that how that door of Ho'oponopono can open from the new moon clearing calls is that I want to say a couple of years ago, I started adding the Ho'oponopono clearing to that clearing meditation. And so I'm really grateful that that was the vehicle through which you found your way to us. So how long have you been having a Ho'oponopono practice, Kirby? And what benefits have you experienced?
Well, I've known about a Ho'oponopono for a number of years, but I have not really practiced this until I joined your group. And you began to teach me more about this beautiful, beautiful way of life, really. And I just, and that was in June of this year.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I began to really begin a practice. And it's not even a practice anymore. I don't even think about it. I mean, it's just the way of being, truly. You know, things pop up, life is what it is. And immediately, that's the first thing. And when I'm too scared or traumatized to even think, that's still the first thing. That is the first thing.
Nice.
Well, for me, it's really nice because, you know, I live alone. You know, look, I'm 75 years old. We've lived life.
I had no idea.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, when you've lived 75 years in this world, you have a lot of stuff you carry around. Oh, my gosh. And I do. We all do. And so, you know, this has helped me so much with that, you know, this constant conversation that is going on, if you will, both consciously and unconsciously, we've learned,
So
is
true.
huge,
So
and can so affect your life and your whole way of being. And so this has been truly the best thing that I have ever discovered on this earth for assisting in that conversation of what is real here and what is not, and how can I contribute?
Yeah.
And what would love's first choice be? What would love choose? These things are big time. These are big, and I learn every day, and Lord knows, I'm just so grateful I'm in this community. You guys have something that is priceless. It's not even, you can't even put a name to it. This sense of nurturing and just belonging. Oh my gosh. You know, it's just such a blessing. And you have a lot of ways for us to stay connected. And I so appreciate that. As a heart healer member, we have a Telegram group, which I think is sort of just like having next door neighbors. I mean, you just can talk anytime to any of y'all, and we know what's going on within the group, and we're so connected. I love that. And then you know, you have the weekly support meetings, which I love. And so it's an active, very active practice. You don't do it once in a blue moon and then come back, you know. It's not like that. It's with me every day, all the time.
I love it. I love it. Kirby, how has being a part of the Heart Healers Ho'oponopono community helped your Ho'oponopono practice? Because as you're sharing, as many people are. They've heard of Ho'oponopono. They understand the 4 phrases of I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Maybe they've started using the phrases and then they stop using it. So being a part of a community, how has that impacted or benefited your Ho'oponopono practice?
Yes, and it really has, because, well, first of all, I've learned so much from listening to the members and for, seeing the process actually in action. These are their lives, and, we're going through things with them as a community, that I know, as a result of Ho'oponopono, I see more every day. We are all one. We are all one. And that is the beauty of a Ho'oponopono. When the members tell about their various intentions for us to clear with them. I'm just so grateful for them and for the opportunity and for the experience. This is just, I just really am happy that I found you and that you are who you are, all of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kirby. You are such an expression of everything that you're saying that the group is. That is exactly how you contribute, which I personally am incredibly grateful for. So what would you say to someone that's watching this conversation that may be a little on the fence about joining the Heart Healers Ho'oponopono community?
I understand. Yeah, sure. Excuse me. No, I really understand that. There's so many things out there you can do and say and read, and this is different. It's different. It's all encompassing. I would say don't watch from the sidelines, jump in. This is really why we're here. I really believe that, like the ancient Hawaiians. It's such a marvelous way to make this life what I think it was intended to be, which is to act in love, to be in love. I would say to them, anyone on the fence, you got nothing to lose but your troubles. Okay, just jump in. This is so cool and wonderful. I bet you won't regret it for a minute. I know I surely haven't. And so I would say, just do it. Like the Nike saying, just do it.
Just do it. Thank you so much, Kirby. And Gigi, give her a little scratch for me. Thank you so much for sharing your heart with our listeners, our viewers, and for sharing your heart with our community. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Eileen. And I hope we have more wonderful people join with us. The more, the merrier. And thank you so much again for the opportunity to share my heart. I love you, Eileen. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I love you back. Blessings, honey. Thank you.
Thank you.